I'm attacking it.
I just defended.
I'm killing it.
Oh no.
Please. Draw game.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Oh, please.
Oh.
I didn't take it.
Oh yeah, you could have. Yeah.
Oh. I think it's me.
I'm not being ended, guys.
Wait, where are we? What's the time? What happened? Oh yeah, you hit? Okay, mine. Wait, are we missing the ball? Did you move? Okay, there was some confusion. I think I would have flashed. I'll play. Woo! Finally won! I never beat her!
Ah, fuck. Okay. Check! Ay! Check! Ah! Sorry about that. So sorry. I'm sorry. Checkmate! With 1 second in the clock. Ay. What I'm doing. I won. Well, you... Okay. Ah! What the fuck? No. I'm playing with Magnus. Okay. I get it. What? Oh, fuck. Okay.
He's conquering.
A few more hits should do the job.
No! Run away! Oh my god! Jesus Christ. Ah! Yay!
Yeah, I think that's the position. That looks like it. I think we're caught up. What? Why is this kid doing a Fortnite dance in front of the camera?
I guess your second one is pineapple, yeah?
Pineapple on pizza.
Well, the thing is, I don't eat cheese, so I don't eat pizza, so I'm out of the debate. But out of respect for Italians, anyone who eats it with pineapple should be jailed.
What the fuck? I know! What fun! My god! Fuck! I hang the queen! No, I blundered my queen! No! Oh fuck. I! No!
You're struggling here.
Oof. Oh my god, no. We need... Ah! No! Okay, I don't know what to do now. Oh, okay. I knew it. I knew it.
I'm pushing. I'm pushing. I'm taking.
Oh no.
Queening. I'm taking.
I just go.
I'm attacking it.
I just defended.
I'm killing it.
Oh no.
Queen. Draw game. That was
I
exciting.
can't believe this.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, I just had a free room. I
Oh.
didn't take it. I didn't keep moving.
Oh yeah, you could have. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't see.
I'm not being ended, guys.
Wait, where are we? What's the time? What happened? Oh yeah, you hit? Okay, mine. Wait, are we missing a walk? Okay, there was some confusion. I think I would have flashed. I'll play. Finally won! I never flew her!
Ah, fuck. Okay. Check, check! Ay! Check! Ah! Sorry about that. So sorry. I'm sorry. Checkmate! With 1 second in the clock. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. What I'm doing? What I'm doing? I won! Will you? Okay. Ah! What the fuck? No! I'm playing with Magnus! Okay, okay, okay. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. What? Oh, fuck. Okay.
He's conquering.
A few more hits should do the job.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Ah! Yay!
Yeah, I think that's the position. Yeah, that looks like it. I think we're caught up. What? Why is this kid doing a Fortnite dance in front of the camera?
I guess your second one is pineapple, yeah?
Pineapple on pizza.
Well, the thing is, I don't eat cheese, so I don't eat pizza, so I'm out of the debate. But out of respect for Italians, anyone who eats it with pineapple should be jailed.
What the fuck? I know! What fun! My god! Fuck! I hang the queen! No, I blundered my queen! No! Oh fuck. I! No!
You're struggling here.
Oof, 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 oof. Oof, 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 oof. Oh my god, no. We need. Ah! No! Okay, I don't know what to do now. Oh, okay. I knew it. I knew it. No!
I'm pushing. I'm pushing. I'm taking.
Oh no.
Queening. I'm taking. I'm attacking it.
I just went.
I'm killing it.
Oh no.
Queen. Draw game. That was
I
exciting.
can't believe this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I just had a free rook. I
Oh.
didn't take it. I didn't keep moving.
Oh yeah, you could have.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Hello everybody. Hope you're doing well. Sorry I'm a little late, but it looks like I walked into a Karocon. Hope everybody's doing well. We're on round 3 right now, and she's playing against a 2400. So this is going to be a pretty crazy day. Yellow. I had so many computer problems last time. If you had to endure that, I am so sorry. My bad. But the round just before this was really good. Oh no, the little kid. Oh, I've been good. Just been playing lots of chess. Playing lots of cash chess. Switching back into classical next week. So I'll be playing lots of classical games starting Tuesday. Yeah, this game will be good. I'm curious to see what she does against Karocon. I haven't seen her play against a lot of it. That's a move I'd play. I learned some good lore. Apparently, round 1, all the pairings got messed up. So anyone who did prep, they were playing the opposite color of what they prepped, which I thought was pretty funny. So that's why everyone was all frustrated day 1. But Alex didn't prep, so it was just like, oh cool, I'm playing white. Not for this round, for round 1. Oh, thanks for telling me. This is a Carl car. Does this sound better? Hopefully, hopefully. Hello everybody, welcome. Oh, music's loud. I see what you're saying. I said my mic was loud. I thought you said my mic was loud. I'm dyslexic, so I can't read. That's why I botch everybody's names in chat. Bishop e2. Alright, what are we gonna get here? I like c5. I don't know. I know Anna Kramling is. I'm not sure about the Botezes. I don't know, I did see something about that. That's just weird stuff. Back in my day, that's funny. This is not my composition. I can play some of my music later. I have some instrumental stuff after this one's done. Thank you, mods. They do have dress code. If she was breaking it, then they would tell her. Most events are pretty chill about what you wear. Yeah, invitationals, they have, like, you know, suit and tie. Or, you know, ball dress, I guess. Most opens you can play in your pajamas. Ooh. It's a lot of pawn moves. Oh, in America, you can wear literally anything, dude. It's crazy. think Black's kingside's fine here. Structurally. It's just gonna be like really closed, a lot of maneuvering. Too many pawn moves for me though. I like to move pieces. She'll probably just castle. Yeah, that'd be great. She can momentum her way through that. That'd be so cool. That would be cool. Oh, he's 22. I thought he was 24. But he did get that IM. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. Do you can you check when he got his IM title? I feel like that's really important. Like what year? He got his IM title a year ago. Dang. Okay, yeah, well, then he's tough. Anyone who can get a title during a rating deflation is different. Some people are different. Wait, he got his IM title a year ago and he's 60? Dude, what a beast. That's crazy. I can't believe I've been complaining. I'm like a child in comparison. I do think it would be nice to live in Europe, though. America, it is pretty hard, from my experience. Oh, in 1988 he became IM. That's what I was saying. Okay. Yeah, that's a different story. That's different. Excuse me. Yeah, I was like, that's a lot of pawn moves for a modern 2400. It's really against modern theory. She could win this, everybody. This is totally within her striking range. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, but having a long break and coming back into chess, that's something to always account for. Like, is the chessboard too big? It's kind of covering his head. Is that all right? Can everyone see okay? Oh, thanks for the follow on my Twitch. Appreciate that. I see you. Okay, I think we're gonna get a W. Alex has played some of the strongest, like, you know, freshly minted IMs in the world. You know what I mean? Like, I actually think that she's probably favored here. Thank you so much, Lionel, for sharing everything. Thanks for doing the deep dive. Yeah, that changes the landscape a lot. Because a lot of these first like 15 moves are going to come down to your prep and your opening quality. And I feel like the main weakness I see from players that haven't played in a while is they just don't understand the openings now. That'd be sick. I wish him luck if he is trying to do that. That's super impressive. That's a long journey to start from 60. And the scariest thing about these players is they have to start their entire chess journey over. Hey, my move hit the board. I was wanting that to happen. Yeah, I would imagine that he just wants to play a lot of strong opens. That would be my goal. Yeah, he probably has a floor. Or, I don't know. They do floors in USCF. I don't think they do floors in FIDE, actually. Oh yeah, because 2400 he dropped down to... What's his rating right now? Someone said it. Oh, maybe he does have a floor. Is there floors at FIDE at 2200? Can he go below 2200? Yeah, he doesn't know about B3 move 1 or H3 move 2, H4 move 2. He doesn't know about the Catalans and the Petrovs. He doesn't know. He's out here playing an old Caro-Kann line. I think we're gonna win. I think this is gonna be a brutal win, actually. I'm phoning it in now. Because another main factor when you're playing older players is their time management is really poor. Not always, obviously. There's always exceptions to every rule, but I feel like Alex sometimes gets stuck in time pressure too, so the clock won't be as harsh. I think that's mainly because so much modern prep removes the amount of time it takes for you to move in the first 15-20 turns. So you're able to get a lot more moves on the board without having to think, basically. Yeah, this is the streamer room. So they just have a different setup so that none of the cameras can interfere with any other games. That's the best way to do it. Just throw all of them in a little box. That's what I would do if I was running an event like this. Because cameras can jeopardize anyone's game unless it's controlled. The walk away. Yeah, he's gonna need that energy. I'd probably just castle here. Or bishop e3. I don't know, what else is good? c3, but it's out of my catalog. I'm like a c4 kind of guy. I don't think you can play c4 here. Probably castles. I don't know. I'd be calculating here too. I'm not sure. There's a few candidate moves. I like castles. I like bishop e3. I wonder if you can play knight c3 here. No, we were just talking about outfits a second ago. No, but I read that article as well. That's just talking about like FIDE invitationals and stuff like that. They're gonna have much stricter dress codes. Opens, you can wear whatever you want. We were just talking about pajamas. Yeah, this is too many pawn moves for me, man. Like, I never had like a ton of respect for the Carl Khan because I feel like it was kind of already natively slow at moving pieces, and we're moving even more pawns. We've like double moved. Like, I'll show you everybody the game so far because we're kind of in a think. E4, C6, D4, D5, advanced variation, E5, bishop F5, knight F3, E6. Bishop e2, a6, and this is just another, you know. And then we have a4 controlling any expansions, and then we double move our c-pawn. Yeah, I don't agree with it, strategically speaking, what he's doing, so. Which is good. Oh yeah, literally. Actually, though. I think it's even worse than that description, though. It's like kind of implying that it has like, you know, hope potential. But I feel like unless you can find some type of accelerate edge, like it just doesn't perform as well as the symmetrical lines. Yeah, like the main meta, if you guys are curious, like what opening do I play? Like what is he talking about? Why does it matter? This is just my personality in chess form. The concept is you're going to want, well, there's two different philosophies. The most grandmaster one is symmetry. So against e4, you're going to play the Petrov because the same goals down a tempo, right? English, you're going to play the symmetrical English. Queen's Gambit declined, right? You're going for all these super symmetrical positions because they're going to be able to neutralize all the play, and then you're able to get draws, right? And so that's like the standard, like for playing black and needing to get a draw. And then you use asymmetry like the Grunfeld or Nimzo-Indian, Sicilian, things like that. You're going to play all those things if you need to fight for a win for black, right? And but typical tournament strategy, you're not trying to overpress with black. You want your opponent to get frustrated because they have white and they're like, oh, I need to get this win, I have white, and then they press too hard and then they lose. So you'll see like a lot of grandmasters like just rocking zeros, and then the less experienced player playing white will get frustrated and then they'll shove and then they lose. And so that's kind of the main deal. Yeah, it's like the advanced variation, but down a tempi. Yeah, that tempo loss is important. If it was that variation, I think that would be a lot better. Yeah, French Recaro, and then but the bishop kind of got freed from his French bishop jail, right? Now it's gonna play a little bit more like I don't know, like a London for black, kind of. Slav, I think, would keep that pawn on c6, and then you probably wouldn't have your bishop out of the cage, and you would probably play a more like modern kingside, I would assume. But it's advanced, so I don't know. Maybe you could do a Benoni against this, but obviously you can't now. We're just talking about shapes of similar quality. Yeah, no, I don't know. I just feel like Caro was not forcing enough. Let me know what you think in the chat about the Caro-Kann. I know some people play it. But let me know if you play it in classical and if you enjoy it. And your rating as well. Yeah, but Gotham's been like all-inning on that opening for his entire career. 1400 FIDE. And it performs well for you? Feel like you get a comfortable amount of wins and draws? My peak rating, I never got an official FIDE because we don't have a lot of FIDE tournaments here. My USCF peak was, I think, like 1850. I'm not sure what that would translate to in FIDE. But I'm going to get a FIDE rating in the next 6 months, so I'm going to guess somewhere between 15 and 17. Nice. Yeah, I think anything below 2,000, you can style on people with whatever you're comfortable with. I've seen every opening do well under 2,000. But like the only reason why you would care isn't so that you can secure those wins. It would be just, do I feel that this opening will do well for me past my goal point or whatever. Oh. I guess so. I mean, A6 is weird, right? I don't think that's in anyone's prep. I've never seen that move before. But there's nothing wrong with, I think. Let's see, how many? I want more options. Okay, let's look at some candidate moves. I'm a big fan of c4. That is probably not the best move, but that's something that I just like to have in my positions. That's probably better because you don't want to block off this pawn. So maybe knight bd2. c3 and castles. So out of these candidate moves, we have c4, castles, yeah, but I think the idea would be you'd play here, and then you try to maybe crack everything open, and then your bishop would maybe be able to go onto the dark squares this way. I'd rather just castle. Move 2 pieces. Just accelerate like crazy. Maybe bishop e3. I don't know. I'm kind of torn between these moves, to be honest. I'm kind of split between this and this. I mean, castles. I mean, I'd castling here. What am I talking about? I'm just looking at lines. There has to be a reason why I can't castle. Yeah, especially with this bishop outside the cage, because like typically you'd approach this kind of modernly, even though you're kind of chomping on iron. But since you'd be breaking this bishop's back, it doesn't really work. Maybe you could try to hope to trade it off. Like maybe you need to get rid of, maybe you need to get rid of this knight or something, and then you could play a more modern shape or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely not going to be super clear how to develop. And we also wasted a tempi on this pawn slow walking his way up to c4, c5. From a computer perspective, it doesn't care. But from a strategic perspective, I really like Alex's chances. I don't like her time management right now. She's blowing 30 minutes on move 6 when there's... I talked about this last time I was doing commentary, that there's this Russian chess school puzzle where they'll put a few moves up on the board. Let's say it's bishop e3, castles, and I don't know, we'll say knight d2. So I kind of agree with the bishop blocking thing. Let's switch this out for c3. So let's say there was these 3 options, right? The class says they have 20 minutes to pick their answer, bring it up to the front of the classroom, you're done. And then the first half of the class submits their answers, and then they're like, oh, computers don't really mind Bomb Cloud. I mean, because they're going to be able to play a 200 move game where the tempi is irrelevant. Computers don't really mind anything. Give it any position, is like, cool. Has no emotional connection to anything. But anyway, What was I saying? Oh, so the first half of the class submits their answers, and then they're like, cool. Second half of the class submits their answers, and they're like, all right, you got the puzzle wrong. And the joke is that all these moves are fine, but the only move that you can't do is burn a bunch of time on a move where all these moves are fine. It's not that the game is going to drastically change. You will probably end up playing all three of these moves, you know, maybe in different orders. But your time is super valuable, and burning it for, you know, when you don't have a huge amount of pressure on you is always questionable. Because I made most of my career in speed chess, and in speed chess the clock is massively important. But the budget of time use for classical chess and for speed chess is the same. Basically, you can use 10% of your time on any move you want. But the idea is that you don't want to think while you're in prep. So obviously we're out of prep and we're thinking now. We're trying to find the right path forward. So she's welcome to use 10% of her time. She's probably already there. Yeah, moves of equal importance, like, I think are like one of the main killing blows to like overly perfectionist people. Like exceptionalist people like don't care. It's like, castle, see you later, fight me, you know? But if someone wants to find the perfect move all the time, they'll choke. Like I see this happen a lot in positions where someone could easily just liquidate all the pieces off the board and then pawn a queen. But they like are looking for this like spectacular mate. It's like they're kind of doing a puzzle in their head. Okay, cool. We get one of the three moves. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? So, was this move wrong? Of course it wasn't wrong. It was a great move. But the thing that was wrong is it took so long to get to the answer. And it wasn't like we were going through a bunch of crazy calculation. We were just deciding structure. And yeah, so he does kind of have Robert De Niro vibes. I see that. Yeah, but when you're deciding structure, you should, that's like a taste thing, not a calculation thing. So you just need to kind of know your taste, like, cool, I want a castle here. Cool, I want to develop my pieces. I want to lock this up. You know, whatever your prep kind of is leading towards, you should be able to get to that quickly. Is she walking away? Yes. That's so important for rest. Yeah, Robert De Niro's 2200. My hope is that she doesn't sit down at the board until he makes a move. It might be kind of awkward in like this small room. Maybe that's why it is. Because like during a larger event, it's really easy. You can kind of play your move, and then you can walk around where you're far away from the board, but you can see if they moved or not. And I think that that's one of the best ways to get somebody stuck into a long, deep think. And you know, even if you're down on time or whatever, I think it's really good to put your opponent in a position where they have to do a deep think, and then you don't snap them out of it, right? You don't want to come over there, sit down, because then they'll like play their top candidate move right away, because you'll snap them out of their think. But if you just let them think, I've seen people burn 30 minutes, 45 minutes, you know, on a single move, and I'm just like walking around the hall for 45 minutes. I'm like, wow, okay. I guess they're just giving me free time. But I'm sure it's harder in a small space to do that, because it's uncouth to stand like right behind them, and if they can just see you in the corner of their eye, it doesn't really do the trick. Yeah, I'm away from the board during all my opponent's deep thinks. And I walk away from the board even if it's not a deep think, if I just think that I need to take a break. And so even if they're going to slap a move right on the board, I'm still going to walk away from the board and do what I want to do. I think it's hard for Alex because she has like streamer brain sometimes, and she's like, well, I have to be on camera because I'm streaming. I'm not going to want to look at a chair. I'm like, dude, show him a chair. Who cares? Just leave, walk around. If you don't come back for 45 minutes, I'll be impressed. Yeah, I try to leave at like comfortable breakpoints. Like I don't want to. I wouldn't call them psychological tricks because that's not what you're. It's not a trick, right? It's like if you have, you know, those like 24-hour races where you're just driving a car all night or whatever. There's a couple of factors that are coming into play there, like, you know, do you have enough fuel? Do you have, are your tires going to be okay? Are you going to be able to see at night? You know, like, you're going to get more factors than if you're just like drag racing down a strip, right? So in classical chess, you're kind of having to deal with just so much more endurance and criticism of your lines and stuff like that. Like the scrutiny level is going to be much higher. Okay, we got to move. And notice that that happened right when she walked by. Like her, like getting in his frame of vision, I feel like snapped him out of it. If she stayed out of his vision for longer, I feel that he would have just kept thinking without noticing. It's possible that's not true, but like, that's just what I've noticed. But yeah, playing in person is way different. Even just the procedure of having to calculate, look at the board, play your move, write down your move, right? Write down their move properly. Even just like the tracking of your moves for people who aren't experienced. Like, I've seen that just ruin their games. And they won't even write the stuff down correctly. They'll just like try their best and they'll struggle. Yeah, I don't do any of that stuff. I don't like try to bait people. I don't act or anything. Everything I do is not to affect my opponent. It's to benefit me. Yeah, almost all my games are over the board. I barely ever play on the internet. I'm trying to get better at it though. I know it's a good tool. There's a lot of people that are just better than me now because they've been able to min-max chess.com and Lead Chess and stuff like that. So I know there's a lot of gold in them mountains. But I just love playing with pieces. It's just more fun. It feels like work whenever I'm playing with digital pieces. I feel like someone has to pay me. And we're castled. Yeah, we're probably gonna get something like this. I think he's waiting to just snap this knight because this bishop is gonna get stuck in the cage, in a new cage, in a vulnerable cage. I almost wish it was back here again. Yeah, that makes sense. Go here. Oh, that would make sense. Then you have a little breathing square. But that's so many double tempi moves. Let's see. That's 1, 2. Yeah, a lot of times where a piece would only move, you know, once. It's moving it twice. Yeah, you can play a lot of games and then you can have direct feedback of the quality of that game every single time within a second after playing it. That's the main benefit, so I'm trying to use it for that, but you don't get the calculation you get from classical, and it's not as fun as like a cash chess event. Yeah, that makes sense. See that line? I mean, because computers don't really understand strategic concepts. Computers just understand tactics and table bases. So computers will give evens to whatever they think that they could handle themselves, which is almost everything. D takes c5 is a move. I think c4 is better. Yeah, this would be like getting more aggressive. 18 something? Someone said it earlier. I think someone fixed this command. There you go. What would I do here? I mean, I would play c4 because I just like c4 and I'd be missing it in this position. But yeah, that's tempting. This move's playable now that we have this played. Knight bd2 or c4. These are probably my two candidates. Pinning the knight like this. Yeah, you'll just get shucked and then you lose your tempi. Yeah, c4 looks fun. That's within my style. That would be my preference. It didn't work earlier because this bishop wasn't quite in the right spot, but now it's fine. I feel like this is the best way to punish the amount of tempo that has been spent. Because if captures, you know, we're going to accelerate a little bit, take away more center. Shuts this down. It just does so many things. Allows you to play the knight while having the pawn in the fight. They might trade, but after they've played this move, they're probably... I think that it'd still be fine. I think you would just take. C4 is best? Nice. I tried to play it earlier and it wasn't the best. I usually play it like move 3 though, so I don't know the right timings for it for all the openings. What else can you do? I mean, there is a world where this knight isn't, this bishop isn't good and they're gonna try to trade it. So it's possible that it would just snap this, kind of arguing that, but then you're trading a piece that's moved once already for a piece that hasn't moved at all. C4 is the engine move. Thank you. Probably get away with, if you didn't like this pawn tension, which I don't know why you wouldn't, you could probably get away with knight d2. h3? I think it's just like a little off this center. Yeah, c3 would just be like a controlled, like I want to use this nice pawn spike and then start a kingside attack, and then you're gonna take a million years to get into your little hut or whatever, and then I'm just gonna slowly develop towards you. Yeah, I would play c4. I could see arguments for c3. Maybe in a blitz game, I'd play that. We were looking at this. I feel like this would be tempting if you didn't understand why center pawns are so strong. But I feel like you'd just be making a monster out of this d pawn. I don't know. I'm pretty set. Yeah, I vote c5. I mean c4, and then if c5 takes, then I guess bishop takes. And then we get the knight c6 move. And then they can go for bishop e2 and castles. Okay. Yeah, so we have to be prepared for this. Taking. And then tapping the bishop. Okay, this is actually kind of complicated. Let me calculate. c4, c takes d, bishop takes d, knight c6. C takes d5. E takes d5. Yeah, now we're getting a really open position. And that's a lot of moves that we're not castling. I'm for it. I would ship it. I'll try to go deeper. Oh, she's taking. Okay. This is one of the fine moves. I get it. This one is going to be a little bit more like this, I would assume. But NC6 will play itself. Wait. Yeah, I think NC6. Yeah. It's all theory. I still like c4. Is that wrong? I don't know. I feel like you have enough to stop all pressure. And then if takes, bishop takes. Let's see, c4, pawn takes. Bishop takes? No, because then you're going to get hit. c4, d takes. Yeah, just finished development. c4's theory. Tight. Computers love c4. Computers love Catalans and stuff. Oh, look at this kid. That was funny. Good photo bomb. That was funny. I'm gonna be honest, I think that Alex is the favored ELO side because of when the ELO was attained. I think that she's in the fighting position here. I don't think she needs to worry about the number. I would put my money on Alex as a betting man for this game. Yeah, I wouldn't make any move because it's like a higher level player or anything like that. Actually, I wouldn't do that ever in your career. I would just do the right move all the time, no matter who you're playing. Yeah, don't have like an adult version of you that only comes out when you're playing against strong people. That's silly, because you have no idea how to play like that. You've never done it before. You should either play like that all the time, or you should, you know, be yourself. You can practice this by just trying to play people as if they're stronger than you all the time, and then trying to, you know, respect every opponent and assume that you're always playing against Stockfish or a Grandmaster. It's 18. Let's see. Is it OPP? No problem. Alright, let's get back into calculating. I like c4, maybe c3, but I don't think that makes as much sense now that the pawns are not connected anymore. So c4, just shattering it. Maybe nc, but that just looks awkward, even though you have the coverage. A5 is kind of fun. It's probably wrong. C4. Knight A3. Oh, I'd probably play knight D. I just don't like having my knight on the edge of the board if I can avoid it, unless it's only going to be for a single turn. But that's the move from the game that happened before. That's the move order from it. Nice. What year was that played? Probably older. 2009. Oh yeah, for sure. It makes sense. That's kind of around the last time that this guy was playing, so he's just playing Theory for 2009. C3. What are they gonna put on C3? The knight B2. Oh, you're saying after. Oh, I see what you're saying. So then. No, because you still have this pawn. You're talking about the line. So you're talking about c4, d takes c4, knight bd2, then you're worried about c3. You can just take it. Is there a tactic? I feel like that would be a better move than pushing c3. I don't know. Yeah, he's just taking this and then it's holding everything. And then they'll probably take. But they can just take right after. You can just go c4 takes. And bd2. Take this thing. Obviously not here, it was a misclick. We're getting in. Oh, we're doing that now. Yeah. She took 30 minutes on a really on this move. Here she took 30 minutes to play this when she could have castled, play this, or played c3. So that was unfortunate. Yeah, she didn't intermezzo anything, which is probably fine because I don't think you actually have lost c4. I think c4 is still a move, but now you're kind of just saying let's get this taken care of right away. Yeah, well, we already took, right, and they haven't taken back, so this is their pawn to take whenever. Yeah, that's why I would have just thrown more pawn tensions in there. Yeah, this pawn's gonna fall in this line as well. So I don't think that's really the issue. Yeah, we kind of just accelerated black a bit because I feel that the luxury of this tension was it tempts black to waste a tempi again, which is good. And then it also just creates more tensions. That kid distracts the crap out of me when he walks by and looks straight into the lens. Anyway. Man, that was funny. Man. So derailing. Anyway, this is coming. Yeah, this pawn is weak as well. Everything feels weak. We have this falling. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, there that goes. Yeah, now black's going to be playing a pretty comfortable position, you know. No more development. This is a really nice pawn structure. What did we do? Oh, I saw a move on Twitch, but not. That's a good one. That's a good joke. I like that. Underappreciated. Okay, I must calculate. You don't want double pawns, so you're probably having, and you also don't want to lose this pawn right away. So you have to take this, right? Or no, you can defend the pawn and keep the tension. That makes more sense. I like this better. Keep the bishops. Don't wake up the knight. No reason to make that knight super duper strong. Knights are harder to get into the game than bishops, so every time you improve a knight, that stacks. Yeah, I don't know. I'm liking black's position a lot now. I feel like all the slowness is gone. This is going to be so comfortable to play. Tricky, tricky, tricky. That's a tight spot. I assume the thinking would be you don't have any edge, so don't trade pieces, right? So just move. Think don't trade pieces when you're down, and think really hard about trading pieces if you don't have an edge. Let's say she takes. This is a pretty likely move. The knight takes. We could still play c4. So now this knight's kind of a monster. He'll be able to kind of jump around and just be relatively annoying. But we get to play c4. I play bishop f4. Can they castle right away? I don't know. Oh, in the capture line, like c4. I don't think they can play d4 because then you would just play. Oh, you can't play there because there's a knight here. Silly me. I don't think that that would encourage them to play c4, d4. I mean, let me see. Bishop takes, knight takes, c4. d4, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, this is, I'm stupid. The queen's holding it. Yeah, so you play the knight here. Double attacking this. Yeah, so you just let them play their d4, and then you can just kind of double attack it with the knights. So this isn't. This is not insane. Now the queen and both the knights attacking. This knight might take the knight. Yeah, she's going to go for it. We all calculated together. Good job, team. Hopefully she saw all this. Knight takes, c4, d4, knight b3. Knight takes b3, queen takes b3. I don't know, castle. Oh, can we? Yeah, castles. Oh wait, we can't. We can't. They're holding this pawn. So queen c7. Oh, I gotta start over. I'm sorry. It's early for me, guys. I'm trying my best here. I'm sorry. Whatever time of day it is for you. Hope you're having a good time of day. For me, it's early. Good evening. Good evening. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Interlinked. Great minds think alike. Or this, I'm not sure. Queen b6 is good. I don't know, queen b6, and then you just take in the middle. I feel like that would make it easier on Alex. I feel like this is probably the better one. Because it trades the pieces off, and then it's all about pawn structure, and I feel that black has a great pawn structure. So, I'd probably lean on this move. I mean, yeah, you can castle. Castling's always good. We haven't been able to castle. This might be the time. I don't know, I feel like you'd have more comfortability, like, forcing the position with d4, though. But castle's very human, very normal. You have to just be comfortable with the queen taking here, which is fine. If I was Alex, I'd walk away from the board right now. Get him lost in a loop between this and this. That's the perfect time. Just blunder your king. Save your piece, lose your king. What? Is he looking at this? That is absolutely nothing. It just looks cool. I mean, okay, let's look at it. I'm just curious. kind of a weak pawn. Okay, I can kind of see why he's looking at it. Because I feel like if you try to wiggle and defend this pawn, you're going to put yourself in some weird spots. Like if you bring your queen up, then this knight's going to come in. Yeah, this is kind of weird. I laughed at this move when I played it, just like kind of going through like my 3rd, 4th, and 5th candidate moves. But this is kind of like, it's kind of annoying, actually. Because if she tries to hold on to this pawn, it'll be bad. So you have to kind of let it fall. Huh. He's a vagabond. A traveler. A suitcase salesman. Not literally. Just currently unhoused king. Yeah, I think he's torn. I think he's torn between aggression and safety. I think he's looking at castles. I think he knows that d4 is a move. But he also saw this move. And so now he's looking at these 3 candidate moves. He's like, I know this is probably a good idea. And this might be good too. But I could also play this. And now he's kind of getting into the of chess. And this red move, knight d3, would be interesting. I want to calculate it a little deeper. Oh, you play queen b3. Makes sense. And then you just bring the knight back. Okay, so it's kind of road to nowhere. I thought that it was going to be able to like do a trick to like force this pawn to fall. Hello. Welcome. I'm in 2 chats, so if I'm talking to someone you don't see, that's what's going on. She's going good. We are covering a tournament going on in Spain. My friend Alex. Alexandra Chess. You can join the stream over here too if you want to be with the rest of the chat. And, yeah, I'm just talking to myself. What a grift. Just have 2 different streams set up where you have 1 person in each chat. And then just say that you have another chat and then you can just talk to yourself the whole day. Brilliant. We broke the mainframe. Which line is ND3 is an NA3? From which part of the line? Oh, we're talking about this one? Oh, you're talking about my ND3 line? Oh, yeah. A rook feasting? I don't think so, right? You just play queen. Didn't I find queen b3? I thought that didn't work at first, but I think it works fine. Oh no, it doesn't. It kind of goes both ways. I don't know. I'm from Los Angeles, US. Oh, interesting. Okay, let me look deeper. Knight d3. I thought I could play queen b3, but maybe I can't. Yeah. Rook a3. Probably have to play this so you can defend the pawn. Does this work? That's crazy. Can someone check this? I don't want to look at engines because they fry my brain. Knight d3. You can't play queen b3 as I initially thought because of takes. Yeah. That makes sense. So instead, you have to play rook a3, knight takes b2, queen a1. Yeah, we're still at the babysit. You know, I actually totally feel for this calculation because I'd be torn between these two moves as well. And we're not even talking about what I think is engine best, which is pretty sure it's d4. I was looking at the two most humanist ideas. Yeah, this is a pretty big platter of options to have to calculate through. All three of those trees are complicated and they're very different. I mean, he's got the time to spend. He can. This is like this is the move, you know? This is going to decide the shape of the game. Either he's going to do this try and see if he can just make that work, or just do a normal move. Even though I know that d4 is the right move, I feel like it's a hard move to want to play between these two other options. I feel like castling, you'd be like, oh, I haven't castled, I have to castle, I have to castle. And then if he sees this knight d3 idea, then he's just going to be calculating tactics like crazy. Oh, he just played the best move. Nice. Good for him. I don't know. I was kind of scared of this, though. I feel like this gets super messy. Like, for a computer, it's like, pff, who cares? But for a person, I was kind of getting scared of my idea. I don't know if you guys were scared of it, but I was a little scared of it. I might just be running from ghosts, though. I already calculated this one, right? I think this, yeah, I already did this one. This one is, you just go knight here, knight takes, queen takes, then queen to c7, and then like, I don't know, rook over, and then they'll castle. No, I would have played b3. I had played knight b3. Because you want to force the issue on this pawn. And then once they take, then you're attacking something, which is lovely. Right? Yeah, of course. This will probably fly off right away. I'm predicting these moves. That's my bet. Putting it in now. Still in the envelope. Because letting this fall would be hubris. Pushing it makes no sense, so we have to take this. I guess there's an argument behind queen b6. No. Oh, that's kind of clever. If they play queen b6, then you can take with your f knight. And then I guess you can castle either side. Interesting. I think it's just gonna go like right down the straight line. I think that's what we're gonna get. Here I'm gonna draw the lines. Here's all the lines. We'll have this be the blue line. Then there is also the red line. Oh, she's stepping away from the board. Good for her. And I guess you can play this. A lot of lines. I see why he's calculating. That's a lot of stuff. Whereas Hikaru would say, takes, 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 and then if he takes, I take, takes, king f1, takes, 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 and then I think I'm slightly better. Oh, he's burning so many calories in this move. This move set, not just this move, last move and this move. He's kind of torn between two philosophies. He's torn between, hey, can I castle now? I haven't castled yet. It's like, but you have this attacking opportunity. You should do this opportunity. It's a great opportunity. Yeah, it's an hour versus 33. Is it 33 or 39? Correct. Best move is what people typically call positional, yeah. Which does not mean defensive or aggressive. It's just the best move. But if you get too obsessive trying to find the best move all the time, then you won't play good moves when they're appropriate. You won't look at all the factors. Some attackers are like that too. They get overly obsessive because they know that if they don't get this mate, they're not going to win. They've already sacked too much material. See how right when she sat down, he moved? You see that? That's why I don't sit down until they move. I just did that without replaying it, like, of course. I was looking at rook fd1 to kind of help with this pawn taking endeavor. Okay, let's get back into calculation. My puzzle rush brain is going off right now. There you go. Oh, because it is slightly better for black. Oh, yeah. I kind of describing water as water. The reason why is that the original point of the position is that black was down a lot of tempo, but now, and wasn't guaranteed king safety, but now king safety is basically guaranteed. And this knight's in a good spot, this bishop's in a good spot, the scope of the pieces are really good. And the pawn structure is magnificent in comparison to this disjointed pawn structure. We do have like this isolated pawn that'll probably fall, but after it does, we have these really nice pawns. So we just need to win a single pawn in this maelstrom, and then the pieces are gonna have a lot of cohesion for black. So we kind of need to make something happen right now. That's why I was looking at this kind of psychotic move, because I feel like just trying to put pressure immediately before the king castles is kind of my instinct, even though it's kind of probably doesn't work. I don't know. I'm working on it right now. I'll look at more normal lines in a second. Knight. Yeah. Whoa. She played something. Okay, she played a good move. That was actually, from my original analysis, the best move. I was looking at some crazy kid stuff. Yeah, this is a good move. This will clean up the pawn that she needs. Maybe this to double. Kind of cement the pawn where you want it. Yeah, I think d3 is the right answer. That's what I was looking at. Bishop d3, bishop takes, rook lift. To double the rooks. Permanently attack this. You probably achieve the same thing with rook d2, rook over, because your bishop is holding this. Bishop g4. I mean, you can play h3 to block it. Yeah. I guess you can do the same idea with h3 first. h3. But then they'll double the rooks. I don't know. Yes, she won this morning. I'm kind of liking rook. Yeah, we agree. Yeah, I was kind of liking this just more simple doubled idea, and just in case bishop g4 without having to waste time with h3, kind of force this issue. He'll probably have to play rook d7 or castles, but that's going to be a little slow. Yeah, I like this idea. This flows nicely. That would add another defender. This one move's too slow. Well, I guess it's not, because you can always play the queen here to c5. So you can play rook d7. Alex plays rook ad1, queen c5. I'm not sure what Alex would play, but the idea would just be to castle and just permanently support that pawn as long as you can. I think that pawn is destined to fall. I think he's going to do a long think here. I'm going to step away for just a second, but I'm going to have the... I think I have a way to pull the game up on my phone in case I miss a move. Awesome. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, we saw a castle. And that just evened the game up. Sweet. Now we can get this move in. That'll be lovely. Hope she doesn't spend too much time on this. Best move by far. Oh, then you attack the attacker. That would be smart. It's not really passed. I mean, it's semi-passed, but it has to go through such a maelstrom of pieces that I don't know if I'd consider it passed. This is a nice move, though. Removing one of the attackers from the pawn. This is nice. If this move is not played, I believe it's going to be worse for black. There is queen c5, which is like a human option. I don't think you would play queen c7 here. I think queen c5 makes more sense. I don't know. Thank you. I like words. Words are good. I can't read them, but I like to say them. Queen b6. Yeah, I guess so. In theory. I would only do that after this whole thing kind of resolves. But then, well, yeah. Queen b6 after this, BS. Yeah, because you're just anticipating that they're going to take this. Yeah, that you'd only play queen b6 after g4. That's awesome. You had a quandary about how to spell quandary from the quandary machine. Based. Let's see. H6 doesn't make any sense. Queen c5, I guess, makes sense, because then that stops this idea. So you can play queen c5 and then bishop g4, and you would turn off the queen b6 idea. Queen c7 also turns off the queen b6 idea. So some combination of these ideas will probably happen. That's my guess. Because he's got to put out that fire. He's gotta put out that fire. How exciting. This is an exciting game. I was in the middle of making my coffee when I got thrown over here, so I'm gonna rock back. Glad I got to see a couple good lines though. My predictions are bishop g4, queen b6, or one of these two moves. And then oh, but if it has to be okay, queen c5. Oh, but then we take here. Oh, we got good stuff going on. This is good. This is good. This is good. I like this. I'll be right back. hope she plays this. Wouldn't that be awesome? I feel like it kind of plays itself. I don't see any problems with it whatsoever. Because then just taking improves your position. Yeah, we don't even need this knight. Oh, I guess we kind of do, because then we have a knight defender. Okay, it gets a little complicated. Let's get to work. It's not as easy as just picking it up when you're done. Oh yeah, it is. It's just that easy. It's literally that easy, because if they don't, then your knight will... Okay. Queen b6. If takes, then takes, and then you can get rid of their knight without any problems whenever you need. Okay. Now queen b6 looks lovely. Let's not spend too long. We don't have a ton of time. I think we can spend about 2 minutes on this move. Everything else would just be whatever. Guess this is fine. It forces this issue. But then you can take this. But it's the same idea. Same idea. Yeah, I would never sit down until my opponent makes a move. That's just for all of you at your tournaments when you're doing your walks. Don't sit down until they move. You'll snap them out of flow state, and then you'll be like, oh, I have to make a move now. I want to keep my time advantage. Yeah, there's always a move that you wish you could think longer on, that you know there's something better. Especially if you're sitting on something really nice and you know it. You don't want to do yourself dirty by playing the wrong move or... But I feel like we're kind of entering a railroad track of clear play, which is super good for Alex. If this was getting messier and messier, I feel like the time control disadvantage would stack, but since the play is getting simpler, yeah, this will take too long. This rook lift, you'll be able to take care of everything in time. Yeah, and this is vulnerable too in the long term. Law of triangles. That's one way to put it. I say it puts it more into the humanistic side of play and makes it more about your experience and instinct than about brute force calculating everything. Yeah, this is a fine move. I think she wants this just to be super clear. I guess that's an option. Yeah, the chess quality relative to a machine will decrease, but chess quality shouldn't just be measured by how machine perfect it is. Did you beat the other person? Good job. Well done. Did you make any glaring errors where a human could have caught them? Work on those. Is there some disgusting engine line that mates you in 100 turns? Don't worry about it. People are too obsessed with being as good as a computer when they play classical, and it's not even comparable. They think that they can get close. They can't get close. Even if you're playing 90% accuracy, that means 10% of your moves were garbage compared to a computer's moves, right? And you can play like 7/8 of a puzzle correctly and still get it wrong. Yeah, it's mate in 219, everybody. Just resign. Save everybody the time. Yeah, the engine's not your god, it's just your guide, you know? It's like, this is something that could happen. But then you have to kind of take what the engine is saying and then combine it with your understanding and the best strategic elements, right? Because the move order that a computer will go through, just like, because the computer doesn't care how fractured and chaotic a position gets. I'd say the Indian players are probably the best at this. They're really good at playing fractured, crazy positions. Nice, a couple moves that play themselves. This is good for Alex. Gets an extra 30 seconds. It's nice. Probably queen c5 and just let this fall. Because this is way more valuable. Yeah, you're gonna have to give up something. Gotta pay the bill. The bill is due. Well, this is kind of nice. Maybe rook b8, because then you'd get hit if you took. Huh. Not very intuitive, but it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, for sure. Strategically speaking, yeah, this is lovely. We already have these doubled rooks loaded. Nothing's hanging, except for this pawn, I guess. Oh, well, this pawn's hanging, but then I think we just clean up everything. We would just take the center pawn. Takes here. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, the recapture is super clear. Like, there's no other responses. He should have had his next response worked out. Yeah, I kind of just gave her free time. Gave her a free 30 seconds. Probably more. I think that her opponent is starting to fatigue. He doesn't seem super stoked about this. I don't think that he likes the idea that he has to give something up. So let's fight as if we're trying to keep all of our stuff. I feel like probably something like this. Because then you get this, and then maybe you can do a longer fight for the center pawn. I guess you can play queen c7, but then that just kind of gives up the fight. He's on a tightrope. He's got to figure that out. Because even though the engine's like, this is totally fine, I could draw this any day of the week, as far as people are concerned, this is hard. I think she knows. I think she knows she's good here. Dude, this kid photobombing me is, it sucks me out every single time. But I mean, I will just, I know I keep harping on this like all the time, like the walk away stuff. I want you to notice how much these kids are away from the board. Right? There's wisdom to that. Like keeping blood flow, keeping, like clearing your mind of old fights that you've had during the game. Letting your opponent think longer than they should. These are all just the benefits that you can get away from the board. But I think to get the most out of it, you do need to be able to play blindfold chess, because then you can calculate when you're away instead of just coming back blind. The position shouldn't be, you shouldn't have to like fight to see the position in your head. That sounds really hard, but when you've been playing classical chess for a while, like all these decisions were super thoughtful, so seeing the position in your head's a lot easier than imagining like the third blitz game you played last night or something like that. That's not super easy to do. Yeah, the fight should be super clear. You should be able to walk around and calculate it. Alright, we're going for this line. This could end up in a draw. Might not be quite enough pawns to break through, but I mean, this is just so tempting. Yeah. Yeah, I think her opponent's getting tired. I think he wants a draw. He's gonna just try to rip everything off the board and just say draw. I don't think he wants to keep fighting. I think he's sick of this shit. Or he should eat his banana. Get him back in the fight with those electrolytes. Yeah, I feel like Alex's game is really easy to play, and Black's game is really hard to play, even though they're equal. Because with Black, you have to be like, yep, we're getting a draw, and just like hit the E-brake right now. But if he tries to, you know, improve his pieces or whatever and maneuver, I feel like everything that's not just rip everything off the board and go for a draw is not good. He's hitting the e-brake on this. He's like, I want to go home. I'm tired. I've been playing chess all day. I don't want to deal with this. He might offer a draw right after taking this. He's so pissed. Okay, that's a surprise. Probably just play queen c3. Or queen d1. He doesn't have any lift. These are pretty cool. I guess if you're a psychopath, you could play here. I don't know what that does though. Maybe this. Keep the back rank strong. I'm more partial to these. That was a misclick, obviously. Lol. I like these. I like these a lot. I vote for one of these. I guess I'll third place this rook move. No, there's no additional time after any moves. And even if there was, I don't think we're heading towards a game that will get a huge benefit from that. Everything's so liquidated, and we're only on move 21. Oh, I guess the annoying part of these ideas is that we do get damaged pawn structure. I kind of like this now. Yeah, I kind of like this now. I like rook d1. Because if takes... Oh, but then you lose this pawn, but then you can take that pawn. I don't know. Looks fine. Yeah, I like rook d1. Let's go with my first instinct though. Queen d1 or queen c3. Let's look at queen c3. I mean, I guess you could just play that structure. Yeah, I think if you played either of these, you have to just be cool with this structure. So I like this, because I don't think I am cool with that, strategically speaking. Sure, a computer wouldn't mind any of them, but I think I prefer rook d1. I don't think that move should be hard to see. I think seeing that this pawn structure is bad is pretty easy to see. So that should get rid of these two ideas. I guess you could be looking at something like this, but then you just have this void. Oh, actually, okay, hear me out. Maybe it's good to have these pawns doubled. Hear me out. Because what I'm thinking is, let's say I play queen c1, right? Queen c3, sorry. And the knight takes f3, g takes f3. Okay. Now I have some good moves. Oh, her camera turned off. No. Okay, it's back. My heart stopped. I had tech problems all day. Yes, my last commentary. Like my audio was delayed like a whole 3 seconds from my mouth, so I looked overdubbed. Awesome. Just frame dropping like crazy. Yeah, I like queen d1 because if we have to do this capture plan, we might be able to set something up with like king over, rook over, rook over, but maybe that's too fragile. Maybe all these pawns are too fragile. I don't know. Let me work on it. Help the pawn stay strong. Okay, let me work this out. This is complicated. Queen d1, knight takes f3, pawn takes f3, h6, b3, queen g5 check, king f1, right? You don't want to be on the side of the board. From here, I have no idea. But we'll get nice moves after. Let's look at trying to keep the pawns nice. Maybe rook e4. I feel like this loses a pawn. Unless I do g takes. Complicated. So when my brain's getting full of ideas and I just can't think anymore, I do this thing where I take my palms, I just shove them into my eyes like this. I kind of just chill and block out all the light. My opponent thinks that I'm super sad and defeated, but really I'm just resetting my brain. Okay. Okay, that was one of the three. They all kind of have similar things. I feel like this is incoming no matter what, because this is the only time we're going to really damage the pawns. He's just blunder checking. Yeah, it gets rid of the better endgame piece and damages the pawn structure. I don't think there's any other moves that are worth playing. Maybe he just wants to keep the pieces on the board so he can keep trying to fight for a win. And if that's the case, how would we do that? I don't know, b6 or... I don't know. I'm like kind of all in biased on taking that. Which is bad. I shouldn't be blind spotting that big, but I just don't see anything else that I respect. Oh, this move can get Alex all of her time back. Because it's very possible, if he's calculating, he's trying to find everything that's not this move, right? Because he could see that move before the pieces even moved, right? So that means that they're looking at like b6, they're looking at queen c7, they're looking at queen e7. Maybe knight c6. So everything that's not take it. Okay, so let's go through each one. b6, b4. So you just allow this. You say, I don't care. That's so sick. b6, a5? I don't think so. Oh, you're saying a5 for black? I feel like that hampers this pawn's... It makes this pawn permanently backwards. Whereas right now it has attempts to, you know, support a thrust of some sort. Because right now this thrust, like, undermines this queen. So probably not a5. I think b6. If you're not gonna just snap this, then you're gonna play b6. Maybe knight back, but that's just so weird because it's like then I get to keep the pawns. Just letting my position be slightly better for no reason. Because you don't even need to fight. You can just be like, yep, my pawns are fine. And then never worry about this again. Because if you try to renew the threat, then you're just hanging stuff. Oh, this is a this is sunken cost fallacy. I think that he's gonna put in all this time and play anything that is not knight takes bishop, which is insane. And then Alex is going to win. That's what I think is gonna happen. I think he's gonna overpress here out of frustration and not wanting to lose, and Alex is gonna win. Because calculating here is like a sign of fatigue. Like this should be, like after you traded out, like if you didn't want to do a draw, then you shouldn't have done this, right? Because this just turns into a liquidation. If you didn't want to do a draw, you could have done something else here. We were looking at several lines here that are more fighting, and you know, I think we were looking at queen c5 or something. Maintaining the pawn, keeping it complicated. But no, we're here. I mean, he could definitely offer a draw. But I feel like you would just snap this. This is his name. I don't remember. Bradbury. Neil Bradbury. Correct. But I favor Alex in this matchup. I think that he's in a tense spot. A lot could go wrong. I don't think he wants to draw to an 18 something, so he's gonna just keep pushing. But that's exactly what happens before you lose. All the material's gone, you still want to win, you shove too hard, and then you lose. No, I think after knight takes, g takes, actually, I don't know. Maybe queen f5, but that doesn't really do anything on this pawn. Maybe that's not why that's good. Oh, because maybe you can get a check out of it. Or I was thinking b6. Like knight takes, and then b6. Or actually, can you play b5 after knight takes? Knight takes, pawn takes b5. Yep, there it goes. What a long think for such a simple move. Yeah, I think white has really nice attacking play. Look at that. Super clear attack. Yeah, h5 probably makes the most sense. Get some relief, stops this check. Well, not check, but you know what I mean. Mating threat. Yeah, probably h5. Or possibly h6 to attack with your, start expanding your majority. Hello, welcome. Oh, what was played? a5, yeah. Allowing this, okay. Bold. Oh, but maybe we need to get our king out of dodge. But we don't want to go get cut off on the side of the board, because then we can't come up and save our pawns. So yeah, this is probably too heavy-handed. Probably will just help this expansion. This is like a blitz move. Let me think. I was looking at this move earlier. I mean, we could do this early. If you just started playing chess, maybe just playing on chess.com, kind of getting comfortable with, if you've never played people before, trying to get to play people as soon as you can through the thing. Don't play too many bots. They'll teach you a lot of bad habits. And if you can find ways to play chess in person, that's super helpful, because you can get a lot of advice from people in person, whereas on the internet you'll just get reviews of your games, which can also be helpful but are kind of boring to look at when you're first starting. And also puzzles are really helpful when just to get started. Like, I think it's good for everybody just to solve simple chess puzzles. You can try Puzzle Rush on chess.com, and that's a nice way to kind of learn how to checkmate and like what a best move is. So that would be like the starter pack. Like, find chess in your area, review your games, and solve tactics puzzles. And play against people, not robots. Nice. I like it. Yeah, and another thing that helps you a lot is having like a close friend or, you know, family member that you have access to all the time, because then just having someone that you can play against that's consistent with you, and they have their own independent chess journey, that tends to help you a lot. So having a chess buddy, I think that's another way to get good faster. I guess it's like anything, you know? Surround yourself with good people and you'll probably get good. Or watching streams, you're already doing it. Putting in a little bit of side work, but this is more passive learning. If you want to join the big chat, I'm dual streaming to this as well. Hang out with the rest of us. Oh, thanks for the follow. Oh, this is gonna turn into a gritty endgame fight. It's gonna be all about pawns. No, she fought back from slightly behind. So she was a little bit losing and then, you know, was able... I think that he played just a slight inaccuracy. Where was that? Thank you so much for the subscribe, Wolf Bear. Yeah, so here we had an edge. A little earlier. So yeah, so here we had a pretty good edge. And then she found really nice responses. This is perfect play, basically. And then he kind of hit the E-break. Taking all the pieces. Castle was inaccuracy. Yeah, castle was inaccurate. That's why I don't like openings where like you're castling on move 10, because the fight's so started by then, like you're constantly having to balance your own safety with the tactical importance, whereas if you're already castled, you know, you don't have to worry about that stuff. Yeah, when you're first starting, I wouldn't do too much bullet. It's good when you're trying to test out openings, as long as you're going into the game review after each game and kind of trying to improve each move you play, then it's fine. You don't have to really even care if you win or not. But I would play like 15-10 or 10-minute games so you can have a little bit of time to calculate. G6. Just kind of stop this blitz idea before it happens. But yeah, you can learn a lot from bullet games, but you have to be consistent with the openings that you're playing, and you have to also review all your games and make sure that you're looking at what you're doing wrong. That's the part that most people miss. They just kind of try to flag people out and go for the dopamine rush, and that can be really harmful. Bullet's great when like for example, I'm learning how to play the Petrov, right? And so if you want to play like 100 games of an opening, Bullet's great. You know, you just only really care about the first 20 moves of the game, and then whatever happens after that, just don't care. And you can like shed a bunch of opening lines, right? Like, and the higher your rating is, the higher quality those bullet lines will be. So that's like the only direct usage I think of Bullet to helping you with anything. It also teaches you not to panic in low time controls, but that's... Yeah, a lot of people like the Scotch. I don't really trust it in Pro Chess, but I think it's a fine blitz opening. Oh, she has plenty of time. She has 10 minutes, and this position is very simple. If this position was wild, I would agree with you, but in this position, it's not a huge deal. The moves are not that hard to find. Oh, there's, I could, no, there's no time on the screen overlay. If I did it that way, it would, have a 15-minute delay between the board and me talking. So right now he has 21 minutes to her 5 minutes, and is that 9 minutes and 51 seconds, but she gets 30 seconds every turn. The Scandi is a good mix-up. The top pro lines are probably like Italian. They're writing their moves down on the paper. That's how you document that the game happened and everything was legal. Yeah, I think for classical, I don't think any of those openings work. Scotch, French, Dutch. I mean, you can play anything you want at low ELO, but pretty sure like the top play, like GM play, is like very symmetrical. So it's like Petrov and Italians and sometimes symmetrical English, or you know, hyper modern ready structures or stuff, but that's like kind of rare. But like just super symmetrical e4 play, or like very subtle. Oh yeah, I'm sure at your level it bodies people. At like low level, like I played most of my cash career like playing like insane gambits and stuff. So I like played like the Halloween Gambit for like super expensive cash games and stuff. Like I've played like super stupid openings like for very high amounts of results. I made a lot of money playing those stupid openings, but like when I got into classical chess, I had to grow up and get a real job and learn the openings that work. The Halloween Gambit. That was one of my favorites. And the RETI Tennyson. I did that a lot. I just basically, if it was a gambit, I learned it for like 5 years. Because I was only playing 5-minute chess and 1-minute chess over the board, so I didn't really need anything. Like making a game last 100 turns just seemed like an inefficiency to me. No, not necessarily. Her play was better than Queen E3. Yeah, we looked at all of those lines. I can show you. So we were looking at this. We looked at this. We looked at this. What else did we look at? We looked at a few. But we found that this was going to trade basically no matter what. And because there was just long-term problems. Oh, we have a move. Yeah, this was best play. Yeah, if he didn't want to go down this drawish line, he shouldn't have castled when he did. That's where everything kind of fell off. He's like, I need a break, which is so fair. Now, Alex just needs to kind of calmly keep chilling. Well, I guess she doesn't even need to be calm. She can stay super aggressive. She can just take this nice open square. It's going to be really hard to reconnect everything. The queen can hold back this anchor pawn. It's going to be really hard to get any play. King's going to go to f1. Yeah, her play should be pretty nice. I really hope that he overpresses. He probably won't. I think he's resolved that this is a draw. No, you can ask for a draw. We were talking yesterday about people spamming the requests, but there's like, if you feel that there's a draw, or it would be in your best interest strategically to offer a draw, then you can offer a draw. But like, if you're in a, I think it's worse if you're in a losing position and someone's just spamming draw offers at you every time they place a move on the board. That's like really annoying and disrespectful, and I'm sure you could talk to an arbiter if someone's doing that. Yeah, the kids spam draw offers all the time because their ratings are so low, and if they draw, they gain ratings, so there's no benefit for them to push. Those are new actually, and mostly only in invitationals, like no draw offers before move 40, you know, stuff like that. But like most FIDE tournaments, they can just offer draws and they go cool. USCF is the same. Yeah, she can't give too much time to any move here because the game is still going to be long. It's a long draw, right? So, and it could be really easy to just fumble the ball. Yeah, people have done that, but like, yeah, people have done that. Yeah, there's lots of versions of it. But whenever you make up a number, like by this number of moves, then the player's just going to play that many number of moves. And if they already both want to draw for their position in the tournament to be solidified, they're just going to play that many number of moves and then draw. You know, it doesn't really change anything. Yeah, when they tried doing limits, that's when the Berlin got super popular because it was the perfect number of moves. Hey, that's the move I wanted. That's what I was hoping for. Yeah, never be embarrassed to ask for a draw if you think it's in your best interest. But just don't offer disrespectful draws that no one would ever take. Yeah, that's just more for tactical pressure and to block that rook from getting into the game. Because there's only one hole for the rook to get in, which is through the D file, so just blocking that down early is good. Oh yeah, that's hilarious. He deserves it. If someone sarcastically offered a draw and the other person accepted it, that's super funny. He deserves that. What's he gonna play here? Probably rook e8. So you're probably gonna need to play king over, I would imagine. Oh no, because then you'd be allowing all kinds of stuff. H5? H5. H5 looks good. I liked queen f5, but now I don't because we played this move. I liked it because there was this check. But now it's gone, so maybe h5? I hope it takes him 10 minutes to find h5. That'd be great. Yeah, but I feel like his confidence and his energy is going down. I feel like his prep for this particular line was good. I feel like he's played it like a ton of times. But then, like, as it got into the position, he started to slow. And as he lost his momentum, he slowed down more. I feel like Alex is speeding up as he gets closer to a table base, and he's slowing down. So I feel, even though the time might not say that she's in the fighting seat, I think that she's totally in the fighting seat. I feel like her position's easier to play. She usually plays faster time controls anyway. I think that she's in a good spot. Kind of enjoying every second this guy's not moving chess pieces. Let him take his time. I would walk away from the board. Or maybe now it wouldn't work. I would have, like, as soon as I played the move, just walked away from the board. See if I can cook that time. Or make him rush. Because sometimes what'll happen is when you make your move and you hit the button and you stand up, they'll instantly slam a move on the board to try to get you to sit back down. And then each time you do that, you get back up and they try to get you to sit back down. Because they just get frustrated that you're walking away. And that can just provoke a lot of really, really bad moves in a very short period of time. But when you get up now, then he'll try to, you know, just make a move right as soon as she turns her back and then she'll have to walk back. It won't work as well. And also, it would have just been a fun time to walk away in the sense that she just threw a rook on the 7th rank. She's like, alright, I'm out of here. Yeah, it works both ways. That's why I like it. Is like they either try to punish me for getting up, but then I just sit back down and I punish them for moving too fast, or I let them fall into calculation and they lose more time. Win-win. No punishment. Like if the idea is really fragile, maybe getting up from the board is dangerous, right? Because you might find yourself like forgetting a subtlety here or there. It's not so bad considering that there's two major pieces. Like if it was just kings, then yeah, I think this would be really bad. Or if it was just like king rook. But since there's two major pieces on the board, I like white better. Like you're not gonna have an easy time deploying that kingside majority, you know? And the queenside's pretty locked down. And if black forgets about it, then you could probably turn the queenside into a threat. And the king can kind of run around and defend those pawns, and if he needs help, the queen can come over and help. And right now the dark squares are held down anyway, so there's no checks. So everything is really, really nice. Very controlled. There's probably some moves that could happen that would help expand that king side, and if that happened, that would be super bad. But I think that everything for now is under control. And I think he's just looking for why he can't play pawn h5 right now. Maybe he's worried that the queen's going to invade or something insane, but that would do nothing. That would just take the queen out of the fight and make it probably a lot easier to expand. Oh, no problem. We have a command for it. Oh, you're too fast. Ah, you beat me. Yeah, like if you have both the rooks, well, it's not even that it's drawish, it's that it's dynamic, right? Because it could draw, or you could be down 2 pawns and still win if your rooks are just way better than their rooks. So like the quality of the rook is not assessed by having it, it's where it's standing when that particular exchange begins. And the pawn material is like in question, right? Because all of the pawns are only as good as they can survive. And so if you have a really good 2-rook technique like Magnus does, then you're going to be able to be down a pawn, but then win the game, right? Stuff like that. I don't know what that move does. I don't know what the goal of that move is. Oh, I get it. Trying to get less pieces. Okay. Yeah, never let your give your opponent every opportunity to hang themselves. That's the philosophy behind that move. So basically saying, hey, you should come down here and trade, and then I can then use my kingside majority and beat you up. That's kind of what he's tempting Alex to do. And she's like, I'm not an idiot. I'm just gonna move my king out. Oh, happy to help. I've helped a lot of really good tournament players get stronger. So this isn't just random nonsense. This stuff has all worked. Yeah, I've taught thousands of people how to play chess, and I've gotten probably like 7 or 8, you know, professional strength. None of them are grandmasters or anything, but they're young. They can do a lot. But I feel like a lot of coaching chess is sports psychology. Yeah, she is kind of stuck on c5. Well, I think he's going to start panicking. He's got a 3-minute lead. He had an hour-long lead at some point in this game. And now he's down to a position where every move he plays slightly depreciates his position. Right? We're just creating more and more threats every single turn. I think Alex is going to win. I think that he's going to start getting into his own back against the wall point, which is totally different from Alex's. And yeah, I think he's going to lose. Hey, thank you for the raid. Thank you, DQ the Dragon. Okay. Yeah, I think like the play for black is just like shuffling back here and not moving anything. Oh yeah, you should. If you have opportunities to play chess in a position where you don't have to spend a ton of money to do it, you should do it. You should. If you can play a FIDE tournament without having to spend a bunch of money on airfare and hotel, always do it. Super worth it. Really, really hard to get it. That experience, you're not going to be able to compete without that experience. So whenever you have the opportunity to play like that, you should. Man, she is slamming this position. She wants to know what's going on perfectly so that she can just instantly play this move. She's not going to be stepping away from the board at all, which I wouldn't either. I just don't think that he's going to like having to play every move, where I think in this tournament you have to write every move. There is no scramble point, so he won't be able to disregard his score sheet. It will need to be complete. And he'll fall down to where 10 seconds of every move is spent scribbling. And then he has to then look at the board and recalibrate. That's 10 seconds for each move. Oof, this is going to get tricky for this guy. Yeah. Alex is up on time for the first time in the event. Hell yeah. Let's go. But the thing that's so crazy is that she can kind of just slam moves, but he can't. He has to think about this, or else he can get wrecked. Whereas Alex can't get wrecked. She just needs to keep putting moves on the chessboard. Yeah, he doesn't even want to move that. He doesn't even want to go there. He just needs to make the clock stop. That was a make it stop move. Are we gonna go all Mikhail Tal on this? That'd be so sick. The king is needed. I was a warrior like you once. I mean, we can load a gun, right? Like, can we play Queen F? No. Yeah, oh, and he's exhausted, by the way. They've already played a round today. So this is tired chess. Tired chess, anything can happen. It's quantum physics. And whoever has the most energy is usually going to win. Yeah, this is way more about the endurance than about the chess at this point. Does my move work? Queen F? No. That doesn't work. Yeah, rook A7 is nice. Or can you play rook B7? Does that do anything? Yeah, sure, either of these are maybe rook B7, because then at least you're doing something else. Good move fatigue. There's okay. You can do. My move is good. I like my move. I don't care. I think this move is fine. Just play it. Yeah. Thank you. Just hit the clock. Make him move. Let's go. This is gonna get very simplistic. He'll probably have to play rook. Rook back to f8. I mean, all the moves were good. That's what's cool about this position. That position is she could play 5 different lines and have the same quality. Here he's on a tightrope. He has to play the top 3 lines, or else he's gonna fall off a cliff. Top 2 probably. He has to find the. He either needs to play. That would be a hard move to see. That's a good move. Or this. Yeah, because he needs to simplify for this to have any effect. So, if he doesn't see one of these 2 ideas, he's worse. Yep. And then we can just keep babysitting this pawn, attack a pawn. Nice little positional move. Should be pretty easy to see. I don't like this as much. You could do it, but I like this better. Sweet. Let's go. Playing quick and playing well. What more can you ask for? I feel like right after this move, he's going to offer a draw before it gets too much more mess on the table. I think Alex will probably say no. think you have to play rook b8. Yeah, trading queens would be bad because then these pawns are super strong and then this pawn weakness matters. Right now the pawn weakness is just in theory, right? But as soon as you trade queens, then it's permanent. What did he play? Play d5? That's a good move. No, it's not. I was wrong. Well, she can't take this b pawn because then you'd have this perpetual, which would be kind of annoying. RD5 is actually stronger. This is a better pawn, and it's coming towards a pawn. So if we can do this. Oh, we have a move. What did she play? Oh, she played the move. She played what I wanted. She played what I wanted. I think I've won the predictive move for this so far. Yeah. My prediction game has been insane today. I'll be honest, the only reason why is because it's been a railroad, which means that there's not that many other good moves. And there's a lot of positions in chess that are not like that. And then there's no way you could do anything. Yeah, this guy's, he's breaking. He's just trying to get moves on the board, hoping that she'll flag. Ooh, c5 just breaks the back of this whole position. Yo. c5 is brutal. Rook b5 does something similar, but then it's a little simpler. Oh yeah, no, this move was a mistake. It's a huge mistake. Yeah, this is it. We're going for gold, baby. I predicted the moves. I predicted the outcome. Yes. Let's go. I have no fear. I have total trust. Yeah, around 1800, correct. I don't love that move. Kind of just improved the king. Ah, dang. Delicate. I mean, we could still kind of go for it. Oh, he moved. And then she moved. What did she do? Wait, what did she play? I'm missing a move. Are I not? Is this right? Did I miss anything else? No, this looks right. I think if there can be liquidations, then it's a draw. But I think if we can get this idea, then we're gonna be winning. Oh yeah, I like that idea. That's smart. I think this is probably cleaner though, right? Just try to force a trade. Oh, he's playing. Oh man, I feel like we're just like, it's like a random number generator what they're gonna play with this type of amount of time. Yeah, they're both they're gonna both of them can play so many bad moves here. I really hope that she plays c5. Yeah, it'll be uncatchable if we can play c5. I hope we can play c5 here, because then we can just win this queen side, take our time. Minute 30 seconds, we're getting down to bullet. There is no time control. So this is it. There is no bonus time. She gets 30 seconds per move. Rushing it would be stupid. She just needs to make sure this works. It's very permanent. I hope she plays it. Oh no. Ah, she keeps losing that initiative. It's fine. Whatever. Yeah, I got it. Then queen f4. That'll just lock it in, right? Because now threatening to win this pawn or trade. Yeah, this is coming. And then I think the win chances are gone now. Oh. Oh. As soon as I said that. Nice. Good quick move. Got a free 30 seconds. We needed that. You can play c5 again. No. They're going to try to repeat, I think. They're just going to start slamming moves or trying to print time before going into more complicated things by just moving pieces around. Try to get a little bit more thinking room. Yeah, but we keep opening up to this draw. Yeah, offering draw. Yep. Whew. Stressful. I have to look at this before this shenanigans. Okay. Oh, they're talking about what I'm talking about too. Okay. So we go here. B takes. Rook takes. This looks so scary. Rook a6. And then bam. Oh no. Rook takes. Even better. Because then we're going to be able to have dark square stuff. Queen goes back. That's not a thing. So queen. Yeah, it's a great result. Congratulations. Sorry, I'm just looking at this. Oh my gosh. Wow. That would have been crazy. But with a minute, come on. That probably won't happen. So that is an amazing result. Well done. Well done indeed. Very cool. Oh my gosh. Exact accuracies of each other. We had 88.9 against 88.9. Wow. Okay. Can improve a little bit on the opening here. Yeah, so this is dicey. We were in a losing spot. Yeah, that would have been so cool. Good game, good game, good game. All started from this. All started from here. Well, I hope everyone had fun. That was fun. I like that. That was a good game. Alright. Well, I'm pretty sure that we'll do some type of post-game analysis. We'll take a look here. They're probably chatting right now. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, she just got to keep up that pressure. She's doing really good. Let's see here. I'll be playing some slow chess tournaments next Tuesday, so if anyone wants to see that, There you go. And then let's go back to, I think they're almost back. Yeah, I think so. I think it's some of the more interesting content you can make. Even though it's hard, you know, like I know. Congratulations. Call me. I think she's calling me. Yo.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Reti.
How are you? Oh, I made my camera look all crazy. Good
I'm
job.
doing-
You,
I drew.
I know. I was there.